Hello students, hello, good evening. Good evening students. How are you? Yes, very good. Join fast. So last class we have discussed about 1D and today lecture is very important because we will discuss the practical demonstrations of the 1D, how to use that equations. So yesterday what we have discussed, let us just revise whatever concept we have discussed yesterday. Yesterday we have discussed we have two approaches to solve the questions. First one is calculus in the sense differentiation and integration. You know that we have three elements especially, that is displacement. Which one? Displacement, velocity and acceleration. We can say displacement, velocity and acceleration. You know that if xt curve is given, see now you need to understand this language. Whenever xt curve is given, displacement time curve is given, and if we want to find out the velocity, we have two approaches. One is whether we can take the slope of xt curve. Remember that slope of xt curve represent velocity. Or you can say if any function is given, then we can differentiate x with respect to time, we will get velocity. Now do the reverse process. If vt curve is given, velocity time curve is given, by taking its integration we can find out the displacement, very important. Or second process, by taking the area of vt curve we can find out the displacement. Next concept, if we take the slope of vt curve, what is the slope of vt curve? Yes, write in comment box. Yes, your fire should not be lesser anyhow. That means slope of vt curve is going to be acceleration and area of acceleration time curve is going to be, very important, change in velocity. Always remember that whenever acceleration time graph is given, this is very important concept. I am writing again this concept, delta v is a dt, because most of the times whenever we solving the questions, we always remember that velocity is acceleration time curve area. No, this is not velocity. This is always change in velocity. Very important. What is that? Change in velocity. Okay, so this is the first concept. One more topic I told you that whenever velocity is the function of time, we can find out the acceleration by dv by dt. But whenever velocity is the function of displacement, in that case, we will use v dv by dx. So both the formula are very, very important. So this is the first process by which we can solve the question. Now come to the next process. What is that? Next process, it is necessary that acceleration should be constant. Very important. And acceleration constant mean both direction as well as its magnitude. Both are constant. Then we have equation of motion. First equation, v equal to u plus at. Second equation, s equal to ut plus half at square. And third one is which one? V square equal to, or you can say v square minus u square equal to 2as. Very important. These equations are only valid when acceleration is constant. That's why these equations specially called, that is uniform accelerated motion equation. And one more equation, yesterday I told you, that is very, very important as per NEET is concerned. What is that? Distance covered in nth second. And what is that? That is u plus a by 2, 2n minus 1. This is the distance, or you can say displacement covered in nth second. Case, I told you one special case from, you can say, if we discuss about last 10 years paper of the NEET, at least 4 to 5 times, means 40 to 50% times questions is being asked from same concept. What is that? Yes, that is whenever body initially at rest. Initially rest means initial velocity u is going to be 0. Second one, it will mention that acceleration is constant. That means we can apply the equation. If it's asking that distance covered in first second ratio distance covered in second ratio distance covered in third second dash, this is going to be odd numbers, 1 ratio, 3 ratio, 5 ratio, 7 ratio, 9 ratio, 11 ratio, 13, like that. So let us take one example. This is NEET question only. If body start from rest, what is the question? Body start from rest and moving with constant acceleration. If distance covered in first second is x, what is given? Distance covered in first second is x. Then distance covered in 3 seconds will be. See, listen carefully. What is my question? Distance covered in first second is x. Then distance covered in 3 seconds. What is your answer? Tell me fast. In that case, I am asking about 3 seconds. Don't give answer 5x. 5x is the distance covered in third second. You should know the difference between nth second as well as n second. Nth second means that is 1 second interval from n minus 1 second to n second. Still, if you are unable to understand, let us take another example. I am asking fifth second. What do you mean by fifth second? Fifth second means time from 4 second to 5 second, that is fifth second. Time taken from 4 second to 5 second, that is fifth second. And what is 5 second? 5 second means time taken from 0 to 5 second. Both are different case. So what was my question? This, if someone asks distance covered in 3 second, 3 second means in first second what is covered? X. In second that is covered is 3x. In third second 5x, that is going to be 9x. And if he is asking that distance covered in third second, then this is going to be 5x. I think you are getting this, and this is the common language of the examiner in NEET exams. Be very careful while solving these types of the questions. So I think up to here everything is clear. Okay, if everything is clear, then yes, comment box should be energized properly. E equal to mc square. That confidence I want, and that consistency should be there. See, you can say just physics is started. When you will be in flow of physics, you are getting my language, you are matched with my frequency. Definitely we will rock in physics. Just what you need to be consistent in your lectures. Okay, let us move forward here, students. Okay, let us take some questions so that you can get better idea. But before taking any questions, I am giving you one practical demonstration of this motion so that you can better idea. See, practical demonstration in the sense, or practical demonstrations means only one way to practically demonstrate. Before one way of that, yesterday we were at this point. I think I given you this home assignment. Have you solved this question? Yes. What was the question? We have to find out the ratio of t equal to n minus 1 to t equal to n second is 1 and second one is n plus 1. What you need to calculate, if it is given t equal to n minus 1 to t equal to n second. This is 1 second. Which second is this one? This is nth second only. What is that? Nth second only, dear student. And second one, what he is asking? He is asking n plus 1 second. You tell me what is n plus 1 second? N plus 1 second is from t equal to n second to t equal to n plus 1 second. See, this question is not difficult, but you can say this is little bit more logical questions. So how to solve this? What is the answer you got in this question? For that, this formula we already know that, because body is initially at rest, starting from rest, we already know what was the formula. Sir, Sn equal to, yes, S not n, Snth equal to 0 plus a by 2, 2n minus 1. Yes or no? This is Sn. Second one, it is asking Sn plus 1. Now you tell me what is the formula? Sn plus 1. Yes or no? Sn plus 1. That means that is going to be u is 0. Acceleration is constant. 2n. But what is n? N is n plus 1, not n. This is the formula. What is n? N is the nth second. But when I am talking about n plus 1th second, you have to take n plus 1 in place of n. So that's why this 2n plus 1, this is going to be a by 2. This is 2n. See, plus 2 minus 1, that means plus 1. Are you getting that? What it is asking? Ratio of this one. Put these values. This ratio. Sn divided by Sn plus 1. What is Sn? This one. What is Sn plus 1? This one. Can I cancel a by 2 to a by 2? Okay. Then upper side we will get 2n minus 1. Downward side we will get 2n plus 1. Is there any option? 2n minus 1 divided by 2n plus 1. First option is the right option. See students, this beautiful question, very beautiful and you can say systematically designed question. So I think still most of the students are wrong. Guys, anyone from Web 40 what is asking? Yaar, Venkat, Yasika, yeah, see, just have discussions of physics only. This group is given to you not for your personal chatting. This is for, yeah, specific purpose. Thus, you should thanks to Sri Chaitanya group. But you are again, some of the students are misusing the platform. That is very wrong. See, try to be very, very focused on your studies. Because whatever time you are allotted, for that one rule is there, always completely drowned in that field. If right now you studying the physics, you to be completely in physics zone only. Whenever you chatting, take some time for chatting also, but that should be for chatting only. Whenever you study, only study. Whenever you play, only play. See, this is the process to focus your energy at particular your goal in each and every domain of your life. Yes or no? Don't, you can say, mix up 2 and 3 work together. That is always harmful for you. Okay, let us, I think this is clear to all of you. Let us move forward. Move forward means take this example. This is also NEET, you can say, specific language to ask the question. What is given? The initial velocity of particle is u. What is the initial velocity? U at t equal to 0. And the acceleration is given equal to at, where a is constant. Then which following relation is valid? Now you tell me. This is very good question to understand properly. I want that you should, you can say, answer this question correctly. You can take your time, but there should not be mistake in this question, because whatever things I told you, I expect that you utilize that concept. What is that? Yes, see, in this question I have seen most of the students using that. What is that? Sir, we know that v equal to u plus at, and they use it directly. What is acceleration value? They will put like that, u plus, what is value of acceleration? A into t, a into t into t. This is going to u plus at square. Which one? How many students are getting option first? And this is the problem. First option is perfectly wrong. I have done is especially wrong. Reason behind that, students should know that we can't apply equation directly in this types of the questions. Sir, why we can't apply the equations? Because acceleration is at. At in the sense acceleration equal to a into t, means time dependent. Time dependent means it's not constant. This is variable. Variable means at time t equal to 1 second, this is a. Time t equal to 2 seconds, this is 2a. 3 seconds, 3a. That's why acceleration is variable. Whenever acceleration is variable, you can't apply equation of motion, because equation of motion are only defined for which one? Which one? Constant acceleration only. Then what is the other process? Other process to solve the question is, we can use del v by del t equal to a into t. You can say differentiation or integration, dv by dt. This is the right process. Then see, these types of the question you can find in your exam. Very important concept. Now use this one. What is velocity? Initial u. What is final? We have to calculate. What is time? Initial 0. What is final t time? Now integrate. What is the integration of 1 with respect to velocity? That integration is going to be v only. V is from u to v. See, if don't know integration, this is dx means v only. You know integration of 1 is x. So integration of 1 with respect to v is v. What is at? A is constant. Integration of t is going to be t square by 2 from 0 to 2. Now put this value. This is, can I mention it at this place? This is final. V minus u equal to, what is that? At square divided by 2. What is that? At square by 2. What is v? V equal to u plus at square by 2. So why have taken so much time to solve this? Why I am explaining this? So that students are able to understand when to use equation of motion. Sometimes you will find in question that questions directly demanding from you that just apply the equation of motion and you will be in trap. That's why make a particular note, VS note. What is that note? Whenever applying the equation of motion, first you will check whether acceleration is constant or variable. Very important, dear student, very important. I think getting this point. Okay, what is your mistake? It should not be applied. If acceleration is given as a, only a constant, then you can directly apply v equal to u plus at if it is constant. That's why this is the difference between variable acceleration and direct questions. Okay, so this question is very important for you guys. Okay, let us take one more example. Tell me this question. See, now we will solve the questions. This is the my process. This is VS concept. What is VS concept? That we will try to cover physics by questions only. Because if this will be your habit that you solving the questions wherever you are getting doubt, then only we go for the concept and theory. This is the basic process to learn the physics. The position x of particle varies with time as this one. See, position is given. Acceleration at time t of particle will be equal to 0. Then t is equal to, tell me fast, solve it fast. What is the answer? Okay, what it is asking, acceleration demanding. So first calculate acceleration. How to calculate acceleration? If displacement is given, that is equal to at square minus bt cube. First find velocity. How to find out velocity? By using dx by dt. Differentiate with respect to time. A is constant, differentiate of t square is equal to 2at minus b is again constant, differentiation of this one is t cube is 3t square. I think you are getting this is the velocity. What is asking? Acceleration. Do one more differentiation. This is dv by dt. That is equal to, this is 2a. Differentiation of t is going to be 1 minus t square is 2t. So this is 6bt. That is equal to 0. Because it is demanding that when acceleration equal to 0. So put acceleration is equal to 0. Now solve the equations. What is that? 2a equal to 6bt. Yes or no? This is 3. That means t equal to a divided by 3b. This is the right answer. See, I think number of students got the right answer. A divided by 3b is the right option. Yes or no? This is also good question. Done? Okay. Third option is the right option. See, still I think students are not solving the questions. That's why problem is that whenever you start the physics, you think that yes sir, this everything is very easy. But after some time, everything will be mixed up. Reason is that we not practice well. That's why in physics, whatever concept, if you can say know that concept, then to master that concept, you need to practice the questions. That is the only process to be good in physics. Okay. Now let us take one practical example to solve this question. See, what is our topic? 1D, one-dimensional motion. In one-dimensional motion, let us take one example. What is the example? Let us assume a ball when thrown vertically upward. Ball thrown vertically upward. That means its motion is under gravity. That means I am giving you one practical example. What is that? This topic itself is 1D. Practical example of motion in straight line. What is that? This topic is called motion under gravity. Motion under gravity. I think you know that. What do you mean by gravity? Gravity means due to earth gravitation force. Yes or no? Whenever a ball thrown vertically upward, it's retarded first. At a time it will stop and after that it's coming down. That means motion under gravity. You know what is the acceleration in this case? Let us assume, take one example. This is a ball which is thrown vertically upward, moving up. At a point its velocity becomes 0 and after that it's coming down. So this is upward motion and this is downward motion. One is upward motion, one is downward motion. In both the cases, you tell me first what is the acceleration. My question is that if ball is thrown vertically upward, what is the acceleration? What is the acceleration? Acceleration is acting downward. Where is the acceleration? Acceleration in this case also acting downward. This is G. When ball is coming down, then also acceleration is downward. That means, and downward side taken as negative in physics. Remember that. Downward direction is negative, upward direction is positive. That means this is directly questions is being asked in NEET. When a ball thrown vertically upward, another ball thrown vertically downward, what is the acceleration on both the balls? Which one? In both the cases it is going to be minus G, dear student. What is that? Minus G. Remember that, because G gravity in the sense, this one G always acting downwards. Important point, very important. Because I have seen that most of the students' answer is when ball is vertically upward, its acceleration is upward, downward means downward. No, in both the cases it is going to be downward, means minus G. Remember that. Okay, now second point. Now you tell me, very important. When ball going upward side, this is upward journey. Which journey? Upward journey. When ball going downward, this is downward journey. Dear student, very important question. Downward journey. See, we are talking about upward and downward journey. In upward journey, ball is having velocity in which direction? In upward direction. And acceleration is in downward direction only, you know, minus G only. When coming downward, velocity is in downward direction and acceleration always in downward direction. That means upward journey is retarded motion or accelerated motion. Yesterday I told you, whenever velocity and acceleration are in opposite direction, that motion is speed down motion, retarded motion. That means you can say V and A. In which direction? Opposite direction. Very important concept. Opposite direction means which motion? Speed decreases. That's why you have seen that when you throw a ball upward, when throw a ball upward, its speed going to reduce and at a moment it is going to be 0. Speed decreases means this motion is called retarded motion. This is called retarded motion. Very important. Remember that. And whenever moving downward, that means V and A, you can say G, are in same direction. Same direction means accelerated. That means this motion is accelerated. Very important. Accelerated motion. Remember that. So this is the practical demonstrations of the 1D motion. Because in this motion, acceleration is going to be constant, whether magnitude as well as directions. Reason is that because direction is always downward and its value, you know that gravity on the surface we are taking it 9.8 meter per second square. Yes or no? This is the practical case of 1D. Practical case of motion in straight line. And in this case, I am giving you one question. Be ready for that types of the question, and that is exam question, dear student. What is that question? Listen carefully. Let us assume A ball is dropped from some height. Let us assume this is. If whenever I use this language, and this is, you can say, perfect language of the examiner. What is that? This is ball, and what is dropped? Dropped means, what do you mean by drop? If a ball is dropped from some height, what is the meaning of it? Dropped means it's not given any velocity, means to say its initial velocity is 0. You can say u equal to 0. Are you ready? See our question, when ball start motion from the rest, means initial velocity 0. Second case, whenever we drop means just we drop the ball. What's going to be? Due to gravity, it's coming down. Okay, dear student, you tell me, due to gravity, when it's coming down, what going to be happen? Sir, acceleration is always acting downward, that is minus g or g, downward side. That's why I am taking minus. Now my question is that, tell me first, what is distance covered in first second? You know this notation. If I ask you what is as first, tell me first. If I am asking as second, what is this answer? You know that. I already told you like that. What is as third? Can you tell me? See, if you are able to find out the first second distance, how to calculate this first second distance? Sir, we know that as nth formula. What is that formula? Can we apply it or not? Yes, sir, definitely we can apply, because acceleration is constant. Whenever acceleration is constant, we can apply equation of motion. What is that? You know this formula, u plus a by 2. What is that? 2n minus 1. I think you know that. Okay, tell me students, what is n? We are asking about as first second. U equal to 0. What is acceleration? G divided by 2. What is n? First second means value of n is 1 minus 1. What is that? This is 2 minus 1. This is g by 2. See, very important. And g value approximate we are taking 10. Exactly, this is 9.8. See, exact value is 9.8 meters per second square. But for making calculation easy, we are taking it approximate 10 meters per second square. So remember that. Approximate 10 meters per second square we are taking. Then what is that? 10 by 2. See, we got one wonderful result that is directly asked in your exam. Whenever a ball is dropped from some height, when a ball is dropped from some height, distance covered in first second is always going to be 5 meter. Ball dropped from some height, distance covered in first second always going to be 5 meter. Very important. And dear student, if you know this distance, I think you got this answer. What is this distance? We find this is 5 meter. Okay, now you tell me, if this distance whatever is given, what was this ratio? We know that, sir, its ratio was first second 1, ratio 3, ratio 5, ratio 7. This is the same case I previously taught you. What was that? Sir, whenever initial velocity is 0, whenever acceleration is constant, in that case, distance covered in first second, ratio. Remember that. This is very important rule. As second ratio, as third second ratio, as fourth second what ratio it's going to be? Odd number, 1 ratio, 3 ratio, 5 ratio, 7. See how much wonderful result this one. This is very important. See, whenever I teaching you this topic, I am very assured that this is the most important topic in this kinematics, in this 1D motion, from where maximum weightage part can be asked from this one. And this is very simple to understand. So I think you are getting that. What is that again? Drop, initial velocity 0, distance covered in first second is 5 meter. We calculated. Remember that directly. If this is 5 meter, then we know that distance covered in next second means second is going to be 3 times of first second. What is the first second? 5 meter. Then in this one, this is going to be 3 into 5. Are you getting it or not? 15 meter. Then what is in next second? You tell me fast in comment box so that I come to know whether are you getting it or not. Yes. Yes, tell me fast. I am waiting your answer. Do it fast. What is distance covered in third second? What is that? 5 times. See, 1:3:5 of 5. What is that? 25 meters. Yes or no? This is the answer. Tell me fast. Yes or no? Very good. 25 meter. Harsi, very good. Right. Sagar. Good. Very good. 25 meter. I think most of the students, whoever attending properly, is correct. Done. Okay, dear student. See, tell me next one. If asking in 5th second, then ratio will be 7 into 5, 35. Now I am asking you one question. Tell me fast. Are you ready? See, ready. Very good. This 25. Lalita, everyone is correct. Very good. Second one. See, same question. Without even though using your pen. You can directly answer this question if you are listening my lecture very attentively then. Okay, my question is that. Listen carefully. What is my question? If a ball is dropped from height. See, listen carefully. If a ball is dropped from height 45 meter. Ball is dropped from height 45 meter. How much time it take to reach the ground? This is directly NEET question. And I expect that without even using pen, paper, you can reply this question. What is the question? Ball is dropped from height h. Drop from height h. H value is directly given, 45 meter. Drop from 45 meter height. Drop from 45 meter height. How much time it take to reach the ground? So what is this question? This is the same, this question only, dear student. See the total height 5 meter, 15 meter, 20, 20 plus 25 is the 45 meter. That means whenever ball is dropped from 45 meter, it's going to cover this distance in first second, second second, third second. That means total time taken will be 3 seconds. Now I think you are filling the topic, and whenever you start filling the topic, definitely you will enjoy the physics. If still you are not getting, let us do it very clearly. See, this is the distance concept. Now come to the velocity concept. See, in velocity, same question. Now tell me, dear student, if a ball is dropped, same concept. This is same question, same ball, same thing, everything same. Okay, what is that? What I am using? This is drop from some height. Let us assume. Drop word means what is in your mind? U equal to 0. See, in this one, examiner will use ball drop from some height means U equal to 0. In this motion, this is also 1D motion. In this one, always use word body start from the rest means U equal to 0. See, always try to understand the language of the questions. What is that language? Ball start from rest means U is 0. This is about talking about this motion. Ball drop from some height means U 0. Motion under gravity. Both are same case. Only difference is that motion under gravity is vertical motion, vertical 1D motion, and this motion 1D is, this is horizontal motion. If car is moving straight without turning back or without changing the direction, this is motion, horizontal motion, motion in straight line. And this motion, motion under gravity itself is also 1D only. But difference is that this is vertical motion, dear student. Okay. Listen the question carefully. What is the question, dear student? Let us assume this ball is dropped. You tell me after 1 second, let us assume this ball reach at this point. When this coming down, 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 this is the 1 second condition. What is this condition? 1 second. How much time I am talking about? 1 second. You tell me what is the velocity at this point? At this point. Are you able to find out? I think no need to use rough work. Directly you can tell this answer. What is that? Sir, just feel the topic. Initial velocity drop means initial velocity 0. What acceleration is acting? Sir, whenever it's coming down due to G only, gravity. What is the value of gravity? 10 meters per second square. What is the value? 10 meters per second square. What is the meaning of 10 meter per second square? 10 meter per second square means in 1 second, velocity changes is taking place 10 meter per second. See, very important. In 1 second, see 10 meter per second square, what is the meaning of that? we can say acceleration is 10. What is meaning? Delta V by t is the answer. Let us assume, what is, if t is 1 second, delta v equal to 10 meter per second. Means to say, if acceleration is 10 meter per second square, in 1 second velocity is going to increase by 10 meter per second. Now you tell me, what is initial velocity? 0. After 1 second, what will be the velocity? In 1 second, how much it increases? 10 meter per second. If initial 0, what is after 1 second? Yes, very good. Yes, in comment box, your answer should be there, so that class looking very activated. That is 10 meter per second, sir. After 2 second, in first second, how much velocity it's gain? 10 meter per second. In 2 second, 20. In 3 second, 30. In 4 second, 40. In 5 second, 50. Like that only. And that means, okay, tell me one question if you are getting it. If a ball is dropped from some height, it takes 5 minutes to reach the ground. How much time? 5 minutes to reach the ground. Then what is the velocity of the ball when it touches the ground? Are you getting the question? Ball drop from some height. See, we are playing with ball only. Just play the game. Whenever you play the game in physics, definitely you will enjoy the subject. So what is the question? Ball is dropped from some height. How much time it's taken to reach the ground? 5 seconds. 5 seconds only. My question is that when ball hitting the ground, what is its velocity? What is its velocity? Tell me fast in comment box. What is the velocity? I already told you the concept. What is the concept? Yes, in 1 second it is going to increase by 10 meter per second. In 2 seconds it will be 20. In 3 seconds 30. In 4 seconds 40. And in 5 seconds 50. Yes, right answer is the 50. That means if asking about this is going to be 10 meter per second after 1 second. So can I make column like that? Let us assume ball is dropped from this one. This is 1 second. This is 2 second. Let us assume like that. Then after this is 3 second. You can write for your, you can say future notes. Okay, you know that if initial velocity is 0, this is u equal to 0. What is velocity at this point? 10 meter per second after 1 second. What is velocity at this point? 20 meter per second. What is velocity at this point? 30 meter per second. Distance, you already know that. In first second, how much distance? 5 meter. In 2 second, how much distance? 15 meter. In 3 second, how much distance? Yes, that is 1:3:5, in the sense 25 meter. Are you getting it or not? And next very important point, dear student. In motion under gravity, this is the downward motion that is easy to solve. Why easy to solve? Because initial velocity is 0. When initial velocity is 0, acceleration is constant. We know some concepts are easy to calculate. But if body is thrown vertically upward, then we can use symmetry method. What is that method? What is method? Symmetry. So you write one note also. In motion under gravity. Which topic? Motion under gravity. Very important. This symmetry motion, symmetry technique is very important. We can use symmetry. What do you mean by symmetry? Don't worry, I will tell you in detail. Symmetry. Symmetry in what symmetry? In upward and downward journey. In upward and downward journey. First you make this note. Downward journey and in upward journey there is always symmetry. Let us take one example to understand this concept properly. What is this concept? Let us take one example. Done? Okay. Yag Murta, no need to say sorry Pooja, we are friends. Oh, very good. Sir, you are making friends on this group. See, very bad. Dear student, we are here to building the nation, not to making the friends. Yes, you are taking which class? Yes, Sri Chaitanya group physics class, and VS sir is in front of you. You can't do like that, never. I don't want that whenever you study, your focus is on making friends. See, these all friends, all things are at friend timing only. I already told you, dear student, see, you are just foundation of the country. Foundation of the country, foundation of your family. If your ethics are bad in the sense whenever you are taking class, if your focus is on making friends or any other things, how you will focus in study? Okay, let us assume that you are not focused on study, but this is your concept is going to become weak in each and everything in life. That's why this is my one advice to all of you. What is that? Whatever work you are doing in your life, do it wholeheartedly. Complete energy you need to give on that part. If you are very good to making friends, then do it perfectly. You busy in making friends only, then don't study. Yes or no? That's why consult with your parents. Now you are small kids and I am like your parents only. Sri Chaitanya Groups is working as parents for you only. Just try to listen the words, whatever your faculty member telling you. That's why always, dear students, don't will try to go in wrong paths because you don't know what is right, what is wrong. Don't try to disturb your focus. Try to be focused. Whatever I am telling you, very important. The things we are discuss. If you taking any interest, you can say that are going to be very wonderful. You will enjoying these things better than making friends. But things is that you need to listen that carefully. Yes or no? That's why comment box should be used for only knowledge purpose only. Yes or no? Okay, now write with fire and commitment. Whoever students who are making friend, commit it, sir. Will never repeat that things again. Okay, dear student, come to the next point. What is that? We were talking about symmetry. See, how much energy I am going to put in this topic. Why? Because this is important one. Symmetry means upward and downward symmetry. Body is going up and down. Let's take one example to clear this concept. Very important, dear student. Let us assume ball is thrown vertical upward. Now I am taking example of ball is thrown vertical upward. Now you tell me, dear student. And I have given that, let us assume when we thrown it vertically upward. After 5 seconds, how much time I am talking about? 5 seconds. It reached the maximum height. Okay, are you getting this word? What is that? Ball is thrown vertically upward because automatically it will not go upside. We have to give some velocity. Why? Because always there is gravity which is going to retard the motion. That's why speed is going to decrease. You know that practically also it happens whenever you throw a ball, automatically it will not go upside. We have to give some velocity. Whatever velocity we give, after some time it's going to reduce and it will come to rest, and after that coming down. I think you know very well this concept. Now my question is that when ball is thrown vertically upward, it is going to be at maximum height in how much time? Yes, 5 seconds. What do you mean by this maximum height, sir? Maximum height means at the point, at particular point where its velocity is going to be 0, yes or no? Obviously, after that, it will coming down, yes or no? After that, it's coming down. My question is, dear student, what is that question? Whenever ball thrown vertically upward, even though time is also not mentioned, then what is distance covered in last second of upward journey? What is the question? Question is distance as covered in last second of upward journey. Upward journey. I think you are getting this language, and this is NEET question only, dear student. How to calculate this? To calculate this question, what is required? I told you that symmetry. What is symmetry, sir? Sir, we don't know what is the distance covered in last second, but we know that last second means 1 second going upward. That means when ball stop, that means now this is going to become downward journey. I am taking downward journey here. It's coming downward. You know that what is 1 second journey? This is 1 second journey. In 1 second, how much distance it's covered? Distance covered is 5 meters. So we know that distance covered in first second of downward journey. What is symmetry? This distance is going equal to this one. That means upward journey 1 second, downward journey 1 second. downward journey first second is going to equal to which one? Upward journey last second. And what is that? Upward journey last second is going to be 5 meter only. This is the question. That means you can use symmetry. Second question, see, if 5 second total time it's taken, that means to coming down how much time it will take? Again 5 second. What velocity you have given when it's thrown? If it's going at maximum height in 5 seconds, it means 5 seconds its velocity is going to be 0. That means what velocity we have thrown it upward? That velocity was 50 meter per second. After 1 second it is going to be 40. 30, 20, 10, then 0. When coming down, same process will be repeated. So that's why what you will do today, whatever questions you find on motion under gravity, just solve these questions, yes or no. I think for today's class, this is, I have taken 7 minutes, 2 minutes extra, not 7 minutes. Yes or no? Don't be very okay. That will be useful for you guys. Solve the questions, and tomorrow's class we will discuss questions on these both the process as well as graph part is still pending. Motion in straight line graph we will discuss in tomorrow's class, and some questions also. So be attentive and always be consistent in physics class. Not only physics class, whatever class you are taking, be consistent. Each and every subject is very, very important for you guys. Okay, dear student, and always comment box should be used for knowledge purpose only, not for your personal talking. Yes or no? Okay, dear student, thank you very much. Jai Hind.